Hi, everyone. We have a new author that is going to be able to share his knowledge and expertise. We're going to tell you who it's for, but a lot of it is in this industry of leadership and it can go across many different areas. But welcome, Gerard, to this launch of your amazing book.
Thank you, Susan. It's great to be here and great to finally get this book out there. It's quite exciting, and I'm really passionate about the difference that I hope it makes in cross industries.
Yep, I'm excited too. I think it's much needed. So let's begin. What specific experience inspired you to write this book?
Yeah, I suppose that it's across my whole career. So I started out, I was a tradesperson on the tools, and I worked in an environment where, you know, the work that tradies did was valued, respected. We didn't really have theories like planning and RCM and all those sorts of things to help us improve reliability. So it just came down to the quality of the work that the tradesperson did. And I came into the industry when it was like that. I didn't really know any better. That's just how it was. So working through all the leadership roles in maintenance, it took me another sort of 20 years to become consciously confident of the fact that reliability of any equipment really only improves and sustainably when you've got good quality work done by tradespeople. So it was a culmination of all those years that made me realize that this is where these days the biggest problem lies, because we've sort of forgot it a little bit. And I want to fix that. I want to make a difference. I want to see industry in Australia and the world with reliable equipment.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, the business itself is not just like about the equipment, it's the people, it's the culture, it's everything that comes from running a successful business and a business where people want to work, an industry where people love what they do.
Yeah.
And who could benefit from the insights of this book?
It's any company with assets or any company that provides tradespeople servicing other businesses with assets. And specifically, if they've got a problem with reliability of equipment or they've got a problem with the quality of the work that gets done, it's not consistent, they have warranty claims or callbacks or whatever, they're really going to benefit. But if there's a company out there that has reliable assets and everything's going okay, this may just make them more consciously competent of what they're doing well. And I can assure you that those companies have got a good culture around execution of work and trade culture. And they've got stable workforce and all those sort of things. I've seen them over and over again. The ones that are going well have that culture in place.
Absolutely. And I think that there's so much that organizations can learn from it. Is it also some key takeaways that readers will get that are in this industry? It's obviously going to help organizations, the actual individuals as well. Can you give me some takeaways that people can get from reading this book?
Yeah, look, I suppose there's two sort of groups of people that are going to read this book. That's the tradespeople themselves and the leadership of companies with assets or leadership of teams of trades. And I really hope that the tradies get pride in their work, job satisfaction from understanding how it works a bit better, and can go home feeling good about their work. And that's what I hope they take away from it. I hope the leaders can get a less stressful job, one that where things work well all the time. They're not continually fighting the fires. They're not worried about the next phone call after hours, those sorts of things. Setting up the right culture will help them get past that. And obviously, the business benefits of their equipment working reliably, or the business benefits that come from doing a job right the first time.
Absolutely. And I know that sometimes the most stress is not necessarily bringing in the work, it's handling the work and handling the people and handling all those fires. So, definitely a must read for those people. What changes do you see in workplaces that adopt some of these recommendations that you've jam packed in this book?
Yeah, we've helped companies with this many times over many years, and you see reliability of the equipment improve significantly and in a sustainable way. It doesn't drop back again when they get that culture right. And importantly, though, you see the pride that the team has in their work. No one's looking for a new job or leaving all the time. They're actually proud to be working in a place where they're getting good results. And we see it over and over again. And I learned this from looking at places that were actually going really well already, and they already had that in place.
Fabulous. I think it's a must have book, like you said, to really take that stress off and to learn so much and just really learn from the expertise that you've had on the ground working with so many different companies. So, we're going to put the link below for you to grab this book and reach out to Gerard and get from his expertise lots of other opportunities for people to expand on the book. I know that you've also got some further support in an app. Is that correct? Can you tell us a little bit about that, Gerard?
Yeah, actually, I thought about the book's a great thing. It's going to be great knowledge for people, but I thought, well, how can I actually add more value to the company? What can I do to actually make those ideas and principles in the book get embedded in the workplace? So in the app, I've got further resources there for people to use and simple stuff like a month process for leaders to implement the right routines and rituals that create that culture, and a process for the tradies just to do a little bit of reflection every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, to reflect on different questions that I've got in the app there for them to become more consciously competent of what they've read, and yeah, hopefully make a real difference and change the culture in a positive way.
Beautiful. So I love that. So if you're looking for a book, Only Tradies Improve Reliability. I love that because, as you can see from the cover, it's all about only tradies, which is, I love the I when you talk about trades and tradies. That's quite clever that we've done with the cover, but it's effective trades culture. And like I said, there's so much jam packed in this book. We're going to put the link below. I think if there's one thing that you could leave the listeners with today, Gerard, for those leaders, for those people, learning these skills, and we're always about this consistent improvement. It doesn't matter where you're at. I
Yeah.
think that we've got that old lean model consistently improving. And when we just improve in growing the business, but we don't look at all these other areas, I think that it's quite easy to see how businesses can fail. So we've got to consistently learn. So I love it. Only Tradies Improve Reliability. Tell us in a nutshell why the cover, because I know it's very unique, why the cover and title? How did you come up with that?
Yeah, the photos in the book, when I was researching this book, I looked for other information about trades culture and those sort of things. I couldn't find anything. So the only thing I could find was photos by a guy called Irving Penn taken in the 50s in Paris, London, and New York. And the whole purpose of those photos, called his Small Trade series, was to raise awareness in society of the importance that these trade roles play, yet they go unnoticed. And so the photos in this book have been taken in the same style, reflecting that. And I called it Only Tradies Improve Reliability, I suppose, to be a bit confrontational, because a lot of people talk about reliability and all the theories, but it really is simple stuff about creating an effective trades culture. And obviously the Australian in me made it called tradies, but is for all the people around the globe, like they call them technicians, artisans, craftsmen, mechanicos in South America, and electricos, and so all of those things. But what I've seen, I've worked in many different cultures around the world, and they've all got the same culture. And it comes back to what we know in Australia as a tradie.
I love that. I love that. So fantastic. Grab your copy. It's down below. If you know someone, recommend it. I know that Gerard's got some other books available as well. And like we said, the app that really helps bring that home for the team. So grab your copy below. Thank you so much, Gerard, for trusting your book in us. And we can't wait to get your book out there to really help these trades and tradies out there and leadership to really bring that great culture and less stress for the leaders
Yeah.
with all the knowledge you've put in your book. So thank you.
Thanks, Susan. I hope that people can take the learnings and not have to make the same mistakes as I made and I talk about in the book, which taught me these lessons. And hopefully they'll see it as just an extension of the toolkit that tradies have these days.
Love it. Thanks so much. Grab the copy, link below.
Thank you.